Hi, my name is Thomas. I'm your friend, and I care about you. I love you. I really mean it. I'm not joking. I want to have a quick word with you. Thank you. How are you doing? Yeah. How's it going? How's life going? How are the things you care about in life going? How are your relationships? How is your marriage? How are your finances? How is your education? Anything you're pursuing in life, how's it going? How's your general well-being? I just want to catch up with you. I want to know how you're doing. I'm interested in knowing how you're feeling, how things are going in life for you and all that. I am interested. Let me tell you a story. At my job, people used to pass by and say, "Hey Thomas, how you doing? Hey, how's life? How's it going? Hey, you good?" And 9 out of 10 of them will not even stop to get an answer. They'll pass by, "Hey, how's it going?" And they'll walk off. "Hey, how you doing?" And they'll take off. We are too busy for ourselves to even look each other in the eye and get an answer for a question as serious as how is life treating you. And deep down in people's heart, I want to believe that they want to care, but they just don't get around to doing it. So we ask, "Hey, how's it going? How are you doing?" And it's almost as though we're just trying to say, "Hello, hi," and just walk away. That would even be nice. If you stop to ask someone, "How is life?" you have asked a very serious question and you should be ready to take an answer. You should be ready to expect an answer to. And if you get asked, "How are you doing?" and the person looks you in the eye, you ought to be able to really tell the person how you're doing. But it's almost as though we've all been programmed with some kinds of words that we use. "I'm good. I'm okay. I'm doing fine." And then we just pass by. And like I said, most people, 9 out of 10, and I mean it, I really did an experiment on this. I counted how many people would say, "Hey, how's it going? Hey, how are you doing?" and just walk away. Only a few of them really stood to listen to what I had to say. And I know because I experimented by just murmuring something under my breath. Like they'll pass by and ask, "Hey, how you doing, Thomas?" And I'll just say, and they won't even stop. They won't even turn to say, "What did you say? I didn't hear you." Because they never expected an answer. And it goes both ways. When we get asked that, we don't want to have deep conversations. We trivialize a lot of things. So we don't have the time to pause, to just think, to just halt ourselves within time, within space, and just enjoy the simple things of life. Like someone asking me, "Thomas, how is your family?" Now, I don't know about you, but I consider that a very important question. And if someone were to stop to ask me that, I would assume that they are really interested in knowing how my family is doing. So I started stopping people. When they said, "Hey, Thomas, how's it going? How are you doing?" I stopped them if they didn't stand to get an answer. And I asked, "Do you really want to know how I'm doing? Are you serious about the question you just asked? Or you just wanted to say hi?" Well, in that case, you can say, "Hi, Thomas," and just walk away. When you stop to ask me, or when you just randomly pass and ask, "How's it going? How's life?" I expect you to stop and give me your attention, or just don't ask me that question. And I started doing that with them. And gradually, people would stop, ask, "How are you doing, Thomas?" And they'll look me right in the eye and expect an answer. And when I ask, "How is life treating you?" they started talking to me. See, let's not trivialize the basic things, the simple things of life. Let's not be too busy for ourselves to interact, to have meaningful conversations. And the sad thing is that we bring this in the church. So we are not able to have deep, meaningful conversations. We don't know each other. We've been going to the same church for a decade, for 2 decades, even more. We don't know each other because when we meet, we bring the same attitude. "Hey, how you doing? I'm good. Hey, how's it going? I'm good." And then we go gossip about each other. That is unhealthy. When you meet people, practice looking them in the eye and ask them, "How are you?" And be vulnerable enough for people to be able to ask you, "How are you doing, Thomas?" I personally believe that life demands a certain level of vulnerability. It's up to you to choose who you talk to, but there should be someone that you open up to. There should be someone who is able to ask you questions and you give them honest answers and you don't lie to them. You can't lie to everyone around you. You are not doing good. People ask you, "How are you doing?" You say, "I'm good." I think it's the reason why a lot of people around us, people that we never thought of, would even think about taking their lives. And some do end up taking their own lives, but they were in the midst of groups with people. They had working colleagues. They were in the church. They went to places. They played sports with certain people. But the level of communication is so shallow that we don't touch each other. We don't connect with each other. Next time you meet someone in a church or at your work, anywhere, take your time. look them in the eye and ask, how are you doing? Because most of the times, behind the beautiful smiles are pain, sorrows, anxieties, a lot of things that you don't even want to think about. And when we are able to do that with each other, when we're able to go to church and calmly look each other in the eye and say, brother, how are you doing? How is the family doing? Your boy just turned 13 years old. How are you dealing with having a teenager in your household? How is the parenting going? When husbands can connect on that level, when wives can connect on that level and talk with each other and learn from each other and share ideas, and be vulnerable to each other, the church grows, the community grows, the society grows. Whatever group it is grows stronger. Instead of masking that with some flimsy, some short answers. I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm fine. It's okay. It's all right. That's no answer. And the reason why I know this is happening in the church is we always give ourselves away. How we even pray, how we study the word, you can tell by how people pray. When you ask someone, pray for this brother, they don't know them. They don't know them. They don't even know what to say. They don't know what to pray about. They don't know what to pray for. But they've been in the church for 4 years, 5 years. They never get to know each other. They never get to have any meaningful conversation. When you get to know people, when you make yourself vulnerable and you allow someone to also come into your space, someone you can trust, obviously, but when you start having meaningful conversations with people within your society, you know them, you know what their needs are, you know what to get them. You naturally become disposed to loving them instead of going behind their backs and maybe gossiping about them. When you talk to people and you genuinely care about them and you let them care for you too, there is a bond that forms. Love develops. When you open your mouth to pray for them, you know what exactly you're praying for. And we need that in our communities, especially among men. So, on that note, how are you doing? I genuinely want to know, how are you doing? How is life? Talk to someone. The next time someone asks, how are you doing? Look them in the eye and tell them exactly how you're feeling, exactly what your thoughts are running in your mind, what the things that you care about, maybe an event that took place recently. Share it with them. Share a part or a piece of yourself with someone, and notice how strong you become, not only in your communication, but in your relationships with one another. It becomes more meaningful, it becomes more tangible. You build quality relationships with the people that you spend time with. I hope you learned or found something useful in what I shared with you today. Be meaningful in your conversations. I love you. God bless you. Feel free to talk to me. I'll be happy to listen to you. I'll be happy to communicate with you. Thank you. God bless you.